Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Medical Classes by Dr. Srinidhi Kumar Acharya. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also please give your valuable comments. You can also visit the playlist. In the playlist, I have provided almost all the topics in a very systematic order. You can make use of it. Anyway, we will come back to our topic. Our topic is approach to fever in children. So far, we have covered 8 parts. In the last class, we have seen about the nature of the bacteria. Before understanding the bacterial fever, we should understand the nature of the bacteria that we have seen. Previous to that, we have seen the virus. And today we will see the nature of parasite. Suppose when a parasite is entering inside the body and causing the fever, now what will be the pattern? Okay, so these basic things we should know. So then only it is quite easy to identify a parasitic fever. So now there are many type of parasites are there, including toxoplasmosis, and then malaria, and many in the worm infestations. Many types of parasites are there. But for the understanding purpose, we will take the example of malaria as one of the parasites. Okay, so malarial parasite, and we shall see how actually the symptom presentation will be there. Now, parasite, as the name itself suggests, okay, it depends upon others' body for all its functions. It may be food or it may be its existence. Okay, maybe for the completion of the reproduction cycle. It actually depends upon the other's body. For definite or indefinite host is required for a parasite to complete the life cycle and for the existence. Okay, otherwise the eggs of the parasite they will be destroyed by the heat and cold, etc. If they didn't find a particular host in a given time. Okay, anyway, we will take the example of malaria now. Parasitic nature is it want a food and comfortable area. That's very important. Okay, now it has got a great tendency to complete the life cycle. For the completion of the life cycle, it desperately want a host. That host may be definite host or it may be indefinite host, but it want that. Okay, otherwise there is no. It's a matter of existence for that particular parasite. If it didn't find the host means it will gone. It has been gone. Okay, therefore. Host tendency will be always there by a parasite. Now, it does not genetically interfere. Now, this is very important. It does not genetically interfere, just like a virus. Some of the viruses, for example, the virus that contains reverse transcriptase, the virus which contains DNAs. So, they genetically interfere. That means they use our body cellular machinery, nucleus, and the chromosomes, etc., for production of their viruses, its viruses. Okay, that's very dangerous. Not all the viruses, fortunately, not 99.9 viruses are RNA viruses and they're relatively self-limiting and safe. But few of the viruses are very, very dangerous. Okay, they even use our body machinery also, or cellular machinery for their purpose, just like in COVID-19, just like in hepatitis B, etc. But parasites are not like that. They're simply parasite meaning parasite. They only want food and they only want a comfortable area to completion of their life cycle. Okay, because they themselves contain their genetic material. Okay, so they will go into reproduce by itself. So it does not genetically interfere, but use the particular cell for its reproduction. Now, for example, I will take the example of malaria. Malaria, once infection takes place, malaria enter inside the body, go to the blood. In the blood, see, it will not tackle all the cells. In the blood, we have got WBC, in the blood, the monocytes are there, basophils are there, many cells are there. But it will only enter inside the RBC. Okay, because again, parasite needs such area where there is no immune cells can come. Now, RBC is one such area where there is no nucleus at all. Okay, so it will face very less resistance in the RBC. Therefore, it uses RBC for its completion of its life cycle. It enters in the form of the neurocyte and trophocytes, etc., and get converted into gametocytes and get released into the blood. Okay, it has selected only RBC because RBC does not contain any nucleus. Therefore, the resistance will be less. It is just like a vacant cell. Okay, so but use the particular cell for its reproduction. Okay, those cells which offer resistance, this parasite will not go. Those cells which do not offer any resistance, there they will go and complete their life cycle. Okay, so finally, inside that particular cell, it may be in the RBC or any other cell, so they complete their life cycle. A merocyte or a trophocyte is converted into male or female gametocytes, and then it burst open. It will burst open that cell. okay, burst that cell and they come out in a larger number. Okay, from a single RBC, so many lakhs of this malarial parasite can come out, gametocytes may come out. Okay, finally it is overloaded in the cell and the progeny cell will come out at once, and now when they suddenly get released into the blood, okay, so body immune system is now get provoked. Okay, because so far immune system is not actually knowing actually what is happening inside the RBC, because RBC is basically an cell without any nucleus, anucleated cell, isn't it? So there is no particular idea, but when they come out into the blood, now immune system is get sensitized, and suddenly it gives a immune response, and as a result the temperature rises. Suddenly the temperature rises as a response, as an immune response to this. So when they ruptured, suddenly released into the blood, and there will be a sudden surge of the cytokines and sudden rise of temperature. So therefore a parasitic fever always forms come in gaps, maybe 1 day gap, 2 day gap, 3 day gap, or 4 day gap, because that particular gap actually the parasite is multiplying inside a safe cell. The fever comes only when it gets ruptured into the blood. Okay, so this basic point we have to understand. So episodic fever will be a very important characteristic feature of parasites. Okay, parasites so will form a rhythm rather than episodic. It is a rhythm. It follows a particular rhythm. Fever coming in every 2 days, fever coming in every 3 days, as we witness in case of malarias, or in 4 days, 4 days, or sometimes irregular type of fevers, irregular type of the fever. So that is a characteristic feature of a parasite. Parasite may show a rhythmic fever. Parasite may show a irregular type of the fever, as we see in case of malarial falciparum. Irregular type of the fever will be there. Many other type of the parasites also follow the same nature. So this is all about a parasitic nature. So when we are dealing with a fever, and when we are suspecting that it may be because of any parasite like malaria, then these informations are very, very important. Later, how to consider this, that we will see in the next class. Thank you very much.